Hey, and welcome back to Open for Views. Today we have Most Wanted by Ken Gruhl, Quentin Weir, and Dominic uh, Crapuchet, I believe. Correct me on that, please. Let me see. Ages 10 and up, 2 to 8 players, 15 to 35 minutes. North Star Games. Let's see. Let's see if I can get into character for this. Let's see if I can do this. Be the baddest in the West. This town is ripe for the picking, and every outlaw knows it. Stagecoaches and trains are slow-moving treasure chests, but any robbery is risky. Play your cards wrong, and you'll end up in the slammer without any money for bail. Play 'em right, and you'll gain loot, admiration, and infamy. Heck, you might even become the most wanted. All right, let's check this out. This looks pretty cool, like a good old card game. This looks like a card game with a track, little character stands with nice cartoony artwork. Let's get you open. You see the rule book. Oh, we have a board of sorts. Let's put the rule book over here. And we have the Most Wanted. Become a criminal. Is this what we want to honestly be promoting to our children? Reward $10,000. We have these interesting characters. Like the designs on all of them. They're really strong silhouettes too. Really good. Moneybags. I thought I heard somebody got a copyright on Moneybags. Maybe it's like with the two lines for the dollar sign. It's like whenever somebody uses Moneybags in something, they got to pay some type of fee to some guy, some person, some corporation or something who got a copyright on Moneybags. I'll pop one of these out and show you how. Let's see. So we have a nunchuck nun, nunchaku. Got a frontiersman, some bandits. Cool. And let's check out. This guy looks fun. Whoever this guy is, Mr. Dynamite. There we go. I need to blow up some stuff. Good one. I need to blow stuff up with my dynamite. That's all I can think to say. All right, let's get these out of the way. We have a that's a thick deck of cards. I like that. Ace. Let's see. Okay, they have names. We have Pistol Pete, fastest guns in the West. Most wanted hand rankings: 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 2 pair, 2 of a kind, high card, double crosser. If a hand of all aces is played, a hand of all sixes beats everything. Okay, very cool. I already like where this is going. Sister Chuck, a nun with a bad habit. You get it? Right. Most wanted hand rankings: 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 2 pair, 2 of a kind, high card, double crosser. If a hand of all aces is played, a hand of all six beats everything. Okay, it seems like that's like the standard. Sly Houdini, the shantytown grifter. I'm fond of his yellow teeth. Lasso Lily, wrangles grandkids and cattle. Anita Tip, the rent doesn't pay itself. Trapper Dan, a real frontiersman's frontiersman. Bullseye Betty, a rootin' tootin' sharp shootin' gal. And Dino Mike, The guy who I was running around saying, "Hey, I'm just gonna blow stuff up, guys." The Boomtown Kid. Look at me. I have dynamite. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Let's check these out. We have a bag. Okay. Duel. Shootout. Church. And a saloon. Honest labor. Dishonest labor. The Pony Express. There's different values at the bottom. 3, 2. Stagecoach. Same thing. Different values at the bottom. Train. Alright. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and, let's open the cards. Let's go ahead and open those cards. I think I'm going to need Pinky. I always need Pinky. Uh-oh. Was there a pull tab on here? I think there may have been. And I just overlooked it. Did I? Uh-oh. I see there's something here, but I can't really... Let's go ahead and just use Pinky again to give it a good old-fashioned slice. There we go. Yeah, there was a pull tab there. Whoops. Let's check out these cards. Oh, 4 aces. Well, I was hoping they'd feel like actual card stock. They just feel like regular playing cards, like card game playing cards, not like poker cards or anything like that. They're not. Actually, they are. They have a little bit of a cushion on them. Let's see. Here's our kings. They're all right. Queens. Jacks. Ten of diamonds. 10 of hearts. 10 of clubs. 10 of spades. And I think we get the idea. It just keeps on going. Sixes. Oh, okay. And it repeats until sixes. So there's no twos, threes, fours, or fives. And then we have are the sixes like that in here as well? Yeah. The sixes look like this, which I think is pretty cool. Cool. Pistols. Very neat. Alright. So it's not actually a full deck of cards. Alright. Let's check out this manual. Let's see how you play this. That's what I was wondering when I picked it up. I said, is this like a nice custom deck of cards? It's not. But it is. Yeah, they do look pretty cool. Alright. Rule book. Howdy, varmint. Welcome to St. Louis, gateway to the Wild West, wherein you and your fellow outlaws will compete to become the most notorious wrongdoer in the land. But beware, as your infamy increases with each thrilling heist, you'll need more and more money to stay out of the slammer. Go get 'em, partner. Setup. Place the scoreboard, bags of money, and the 6 action cards at the table. Make sure you have action cards. Make sure the action cards have the correct sides facing up. See graphic below. Oh, there's the Actually, these are the action cards. These guys, action cards. And there are 6 of them. Each player places an outlaw character token on the corresponding player aid in front of them on the table. Shuffle the cards and place the draw deck next to the scoreboard. Deal 5 face-down cards to each player. Youngest player goes first. Once everyone is familiar with the game, you may choose to determine the first player with a 1-card duel involving all players. See duel rules in the non-robbery action sections. Alright, goals and objectives. In Most Wanted, players are competing to become the most notorious outlaw in St. Louis. Your notoriety increases with points gained and decreases if you can't afford to pay bail. The first player to reach the end of the scoreboard becomes St. Louis's Most Wanted. Gameplay. On your turn, select and complete 1 action. The available actions are shown on the action cards. Some actions allow or require other players to participate. After the action is complete, points are scored by moving the appropriate character token forward the required number of spaces on the scoreboard. All cards played are discarded onto a face-up discard pile. Any player who participated in the action draws until they have 5 cards in hand. Players do not draw if they already have 5 or more cards in their hand. Play continues clockwise until one player reaches the most wanted space on the scoreboard and wins the game. Seems nice and easy. Alright, robbery actions. Most of your notoriety, your score, will be gained from robberies. With great risk comes great reward when you select a robbery action. Declare the type of robbery and play the appropriate number of face-down cards. You are now committed to taking that action, but may change the cards played if you choose. Anyone may participate in your robbery by playing the appropriate number of face-down cards. There is no turn order for this decision, and players may change their mind at any time before the cards are revealed. When all players are ready, the cards are revealed. The player with the best hand, see hand rankings on page 8 and 9, wins a number of points shown on the bottom of the action card. If no one else participated in the robbery, then you automatically win. Rules for resolving ties are on page 6. All losing players must pay bail. Okay, so, yeah. 4-card hand, 2-card hand, 3-card hand. Okay, and then we have non-robberies, which is the church. Let's see, church, it says 0+. Only you may take this action. Discard any number of cards from your hand. Draw until you have 7 cards in hand. Sometimes even the slimiest scoundrel needs to repent and get a new start. Honest labor. Play any number of face-up cards, all of the same color. For each card played, take 2 bags of money from the general supply. And duel. You challenge one player to a duel. They must participate. You choose a hand size of 1 to 2 cards. Both players play a face-down hand of the selected size. When both players are ready, the cards are revealed. The player with the best hand receives points equal to the loser's bail. The losing player pays bail. Double crosser. During any action, if someone plays a hand of all aces and someone else plays a hand containing all 6s, the hidden 6-shooter, then the 6s count as a double crosser, which beats every hand. See double crossing on pages 8 and 9 for examples. Ties. If there is a tie for the best hand, each tying player plays a face-down 1-card hand to determine the winner. If additional ties occur, continue playing face-down 1-card hands until one player wins. If a player involved in a tie does not have a card in hand, they draw the top card from the draw deck. You can double cross on ties. Bail and other payments. If you are the loser of a robbery, duel, or any other action card that shows a jail icon, you must pay bail to the general supply. The amount of bail you must pay is depicted on your current position on the scoreboard, from 1 to 3 bags of money. Now, where's our scoreboard? I have it right here. That's what those money bags were for. And see, and the higher you go, the more your bail is. You do not have to pay a bail if you are not on the scoreboard. If you are ever required to pay bags of money and do not have enough, move back 1 space on the scoreboard for each bag of money you are unable to pay. Example, Clara must pay 3 bags of money as bail, but she only has 2 bags of money. She pays 2 bags of money and moves her character back 1 space on the scoreboard. You may not hide your bags of money from other players. Just keep this right here. When the draw deck is depleted, when you need to draw a card but the draw deck is empty, shuffle the discard pile to form a new draw deck. Each of the first 3 times you shuffle the deck, flip a robbery action card in the order shown below for the remainder of the game. That action will be worth more points. This right here. Winning the game. The first player to reach the most wanted space on the scoreboard wins. That means game's most wanted. Special rules for 2-player games. When playing a 2-player game, the sheriff shows up to defend the town against a pair of greedy scoundrels. The sheriff participates in every robbery and must be beaten to score points. To form the sheriff's hand for each robbery, draw cards from the deck equal to twice the number of cards of the robbery. 4 for Pony Express, 6 for Stagecoach, 8 for Train. Place these cards face down on the table until both players are ready. Before revealing hands, the sheriff makes the best hand from the available cards. The sheriff is the do-gooder and will not retroactively choose to play a double crosser in response to another player's aces. However, the sheriff will play a double crosser if the best hand possible happens to contain all 6s. 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 2 pair, high card. Let's see. Interesting that like no flushes or anything. Or straights. Let's see. Alternate actions. Ready to shake things up a bit? After you've played Most Wanted a handful of times, you might want to try the alternate actions on the back of the non-robbery action cards. You can play with any combination of these non-robbery actions, so choose whichever side suits your fancy for each game. Saloon. Only you may play this action. Pay 1 bag of money to the general supply. Discard any number of cards from your hand drawn so you have 8 cards in hand. Shootout. Challenge 1 or more players. They must participate. Choose a hand size of 1, 2, or 3 cards. All involved players play face-down hand of the selected size. When all players are ready, the cards are revealed. The player with the best hand receives 2 points. Each losing player must pay bail. Dishonest labor. Only you may take this action. Play any number of face-down cards. Place 2 bags of money from the general supply onto each card played. Declare that all of your cards are of the same color or suit. You may bluff. Other players may challenge your bluff. All players have had a chance to challenge. Reveal your cards. If your cards are all the same color, you keep the money, and everyone who challenges you loses their turn. If any of your cards are of different colors, you split the bags of money evenly between yourself and everyone who challenged you. Extra money is returned to the general supply. You keep all of the money if no one challenges you. Interesting. Let me see. Lead developers Dominic Crapuchet, Ken Goldman, game developer Bruce Vogue III, Nick Bentley, art direction Ben Goldman, character artist Andy Berry. I really like that guy's artwork. It's very strong. Card illustration Mimi Stanton Gulak and Kia Jackson. Graphic design Ben Goldman. Rules Matt Forrest, Dominic Crapuchet. Editing Matt Forrest, Apenya Ramakamud, Christine Luoma Overstreet, Michael Pickard, Van Willis. Production Rick Butler, Apenya Ramakamund. Playtest coordinator Dominic Crapuchet. We've got a list of playtesters. The legendary treasure of Fast Finger Freddy. St. Louis is a hoot, but rumors tell of even wilder adventures waiting farther in the west. Only a fool would travel into such untamed wilds alone. Luckily, legend has it that a dusty old travel guide exists that can show you the way to unimagined treasures. No one knows exactly where this fabled book now lies, but it has to be around here somewhere, right? Happy trails, friend. We're going to look under this thing right here. I'm going to see if there's anything in this book. Oh my goodness, a travel guide. That was nice. A little hidden treasure inside. Well done. Let's see here. Shanty, there's more game. Poker rankings. Here we go. See, when I was like, there's something missing here. Welcome to the West. St. Louis is a wonderful city that provides plenty of opportunities for outlaws to profit, but if you're yearning for adventure, if you've got the fire in your soul that cannot be tamed or a posse on your tail, it's time to get out and explore new cities. After all, St. Louis is only a gateway to the Wild West, where danger is ever present and unimaginable riches are yours for the taking. That was a nice surprise. That was cool. Denver, Las Vegas. Cool, man. Independence, Missouri, the Santa Fe Trail, Dodge City, Tombstone, Stake a claim. Starting your own town is an outlaw's dream. The easiest way to do it is combine your favorite action cards into a unique city. But if you're feeling adventurous, you can even create your own custom action cards. When you discover a set of action cards that creates interesting gameplay, name the city and post it to our website. Ah, very cool. General store. Casino. Bank robbery. Hold up. Tent saloon. Hired gun. Talking about straights. Very cool. All right. Ken Gruhl and Quentin Weir are the game designers of the international blockbuster Happy Salmon, a 1-minute card game about celebrating life's little victories with friends. I actually got that game for my kid. Dominic Repichet was the captain of an Alaskan fishing boat before designing the award-winning Evolution, a strategy game being used in the evolutionary biology department at the University of Oxford. One day, Dominic was sitting at the Salty Salmon Saloon, fish and dinosaurs on his mind, when Ken and Quentin approached. They exchanged a friendly howdy and a tip of their hats. A new game was born. Most Wanted is packed with fun moments. It is easy enough to teach a 7-year-old, yet strategic enough to be enjoyed by serious gamers. Very cool. That was a nice little... I had a feeling something was up. Because you got a card game, Wild West, and, you know, we're not talking about straights, flushes, full house, any of that. We're just, oh, it's pairs. Very, very clever. Very clever, you stinky boys who thought that up. Very cool. That was a nice surprise. So, yeah, I'm going to have fun playing this with my wife. This is going to be a neat little game. And, you know, maybe I can teach it to my kid. Maybe he'll get it. You know, who knows? But, as always, we were open before, but now we're closed. Beat it.